It's Fernando Ruiz Art.
Hi everybody, let's talk noses. I love drawing noses. Now, in drawing noses, and thanks go out to channel subscriber Robert for suggesting this topic. And we will be getting back to drawing different types of masks. There's more that I want to do on that, and people have had a lot of fun, it seems, suggesting different characters and things. So we will be getting back to that, but I do like to mix it up on the channel, and cover different stuff. And we will get to all the other topics people have suggested as well. Horses are still in the queue, as are cars, and may also do dogs. I can actually probably do a whole series on all different animals, if that's of interest to anybody. So if it is, just let me know, and always let me know any suggestions in the comment section below. Okay. So here are the building blocks to any nose. I love to draw noses, and noses are very, very distinct and come in all different shapes and sizes, but they pretty much, to varying degrees, have these basic components. There's that forward ball of the nose. There are the nostrils on either side of that forward tip. There is the bridge of the nose, and then we have the sides of the bridge of the nose. So these are the basic ingredients that you're going to find, on every nose. Now, of course, these ingredients, these elements, will take on different shapes. Now here is the basic nose, the sort of generic run-of-the-mill nose. And usually when I'm drawing a nose, comic book shorthand being what it is, what I do is I draw that bridge. I draw one side of the bridge of the nose, usually the side of the bridge that is opposite the direction of light. So if light is coming from this direction, I'm going to draw this side of the bridge to kind of indicate a little bit of a cast shadow. I draw the underside. I'll suggest the nostrils, and you got to be careful. You don't want to overdo the nostrils or draw the nostrils as two big black holes, because your person will end up looking like a pig. And then just the sides of the nostrils. That's my basic, very basic, most fundamental nose. Noses, of course, can take on many shapes, and those different ingredients that we talked about over here, they can come in many different forms. So we can have, of course, going to the bridge, I could twist up the bridge a little bit and bring that forward ball of the nose to a sharper point, and flare those nostrils for a longer, more hawkish nose. And if I really want to make it a sharp nose, I can also indicate that side of the bridge as well. And if I want to bring out the forward tip of the nose, I could always give it a little bit of a shadow across that tip like that, and it'll give me a bit of a sharper nose. Now, I can also do a bit more of what we call a pug nose, where the nose is a little bit more upturned. We're looking up the nostrils a little bit more. Again, got to be careful to avoid the human pig syndrome. And we delineate the nostrils a little bit, the philtrum, that little divot underneath the nostrils, and that gives us a bit more of, and if you want to, it seems like freckles accompany these sort of these sort of pug noses. There you go. We can also, now, we can avoid the bridge altogether. So let's say we wanted to do a real subtle nose. In fact, let me go and give, I'm just going to throw down a pair of eyes. Very quickly, a pair of eyes like that. Now sometimes, and these are kind of cute female eyes. So if you're drawing a pretty girl, you may not want to over outline the nose, because what happens is you outline the nose and she stops looking as pretty. You know, she'll look like she's got a really big prominent nose. So to make the nose a little bit more subtle, sometimes what I'll do is I'll avoid the bridge altogether and I just go right into the nostrils. And I might even just indicate just the nostrils like that. No more than that. And that gives you kind of a sexy girl. Sometimes I'll give her a little philtrum too. Always resist over noodling things. But there we go. Again, you know, the nose is there, but we don't have to go in and outline everything. Sometimes I may also throw in a pair of eyes here again. I may just indicate, again, just the nostrils and maybe a broader, flatter nose. Just the nostrils. No bridge at all. Sometimes what I will do is I'll go in and do a little bit of one side of the bridge, or I may go and bring out the tip of the nose a little bit like that. But a lot of times you could just get away with, especially here, you know, if you're drawing, say, a more masculine nose, but you don't want to overdo it, leave out the bridge too. You know, maybe square off the nostrils a little bit, the tip of the nose a little bit, and there you go. Now let's put a nose in profile. Now in profile, and I believe I have a whole video on profiled, so you could check that out too, and you'll learn about the other features as well. But generally what I do is I bring out the nose. Now how far the nose comes out, that really depends on the nose, because you can have a really pointy nose, you could have a really prominent nose. It really depends on the nose itself. And there are noses that are flatter than other noses. One thing you want to do is make sure that the nose pulls away from the face, okay? Because you don't, if you go too flat with the nose, you may end up with a very flat face. And one way to check yourself, to make sure you are, that you are not making the face too flat or pulling the nose and chin out too much, is when you've drawn your profile, take your pencil and draw a line connecting from the tip of your nose to the tip of your chin. You should have a nice diagonal line like that. If your line is too vertical, you're either pulling out everything too far or not enough, and the face is too flat. So you want a nice tilt there. The nose, of course, is what pulls away from the head the most followed by the chin. Nose down to chin. So, and that's your nose in profile. So, this pretty much covers it as far as noses go. Again, you know, as I always recommend, actually, you know, I could, one other little bit regarding noses, and I know I've talked about these characters in videos dedicated to each one. But for example, the famous Betty and Veronica nose. This is worth mentioning because so many people are kind of curious about it and kind of get it wrong in places. But the Betty and Veronica nose, you know, I see it often drawn like this triangle. Nope, they're not jack-o'-lanterns. Really what their nose is, it's just the very tip of the nose and a little bit of a cast shadow being suggested. That's all it is. So it's really a slanted line and a curve, like really a semicircle right there. And that gives you Betty or Veronica, because really the dirty secret is they both have the identical face. They both have the same exact nose. But that's the girls. Sometimes we give them a bridge too. But that's pretty much noses. And that's a quick Betty for you. So that's noses. If anybody has any questions, comments, things that you're curious about noses that I didn't talk about in this quick little video, let me know. Let me know in the comments below. And if I can't answer you in the comments below, I have no problems doing a part 2 and answering in a future video. So just let me know. So as usual, if you like this, this spiel, let me know. Let me know in the comments below, and certainly let me know by clicking like. Click like, subscribe. Feel free to share if you know of people who might enjoy the content of this channel, who might learn something from my videos. Please don't keep the videos a secret. That's how we grow the channel. So thanks a lot for tuning in, and I will see everybody in the next video. And as always, keep drawing. Keep practicing those noses. I always say this really on every topic that I cover, but anything that you want to get better at in terms of drawing, the best way you get better at it is by drawing it. So if you want to get better at noses, practice your noses. All right, that's it for me. Thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Keep drawing. Keep drawing those noses. Bye-bye, everybody.